Yes, good people. Big up to all of you. I appreciate you all finding the time to join the show this beautiful morning. It's another match day. Today we'll start by the match. With the match prediction, we'll try to look at the team news. Try to predict the lineup. We believe the manager will use or the players the manager will select. But that right now it's been, you could say, kind of difficult because in terms of structure, to be specific, we don't have too much to work with. It's difficult to predict what the manager would do, even with the player selection. But we have, you can say, good enough sample. But that's, by the way, we're not going to talk transfers except we get done on time. We will start immediately with the lineup prediction exercise and the match prediction, match preview, because we don't have too much time from now before the match will start. But that's, by the way, I appreciate you all finding the time to join. So sit back, relax, and let's get into the show. Yes, people, once more, thank you so much for finding the time to join the show. I hope you're all eating blue, sleeping blue, waking up blue, and overall living at the blue life. And whatever suits your time zone, morning, afternoon, evening, I wholeheartedly offer that to you. But that's, by the way, we get into saying hello to the people in the chat so we can get into the match preview as soon as possible. We don't have too much time to waste. I think tomorrow or during the international break, we will find time to do the transfer review. And I think this one will be exciting as there are so much to talk about. And Santiago Muno, I appreciate you finding the time to join. Much love to you too, brother. You know I love and respect you and how you help me answer questions in the chat. And we have Tobechuku Ugwokenwanne. I appreciate you joining. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, brother. Much love to you. I hope you're doing well. And we have good morning, guys. That's Henry Okoro. Wow, lots of people, Niger brothers here. I appreciate you all, Mr. Harry. I hope you're doing well. And Carla Ola, I am having a feeling we will win a 3-1 today. Up the Chelsea. I appreciate you for saying that, Mr. Ola. That sounds good. The Chelsea, Carla Ola, yep, thank you so much. Big up some MetaFest Doom. Big up to you too, brother. I hope you're doing well. MetaFest, I thank you. I appreciate you for finding the time to join the show this morning. I hope you are all right. Beyond that, who else do we have of the Chelsea? And yeah, Michi Boy, the 1K club. Michi Boy joins the 1K club. Chelsea Michi Boy, congratulations to you, bro. Well deserved. All the hard work streaming 247. Wow. Even repeating the streams and then you had the good idea to do a deadline day stream. I couldn't do it myself because the truth is I am burnout. Well, I'm burned out, so it wasn't easy for me to cope. I need a bit of a break, maybe during the international break. That will go a long way. But congratulations to you, my friend. I'm very happy for you. And soon, once my in-laws are back, I'll have the time to always come on to your channel to talk Chelsea. Yep, all the Chelsea. Appreciate you saying that, brother. Let's see what else we have here. What's just saying hello to Michi there. Sending pleasantries. I'm gonna move on. Michi thinks Chelsea's gonna win 3-1. He says, fine morning here in Scotland, and Michi Boy has 1K subs, coach. Yeah, I did see that. Congratulations to you, my brother. I'm very happy. Well deserved. You worked hard for it, and then you got there. And yeah, much love to you all. And this says 3-0 Chelsea. He thinks it's gonna be okay. Let's see if that happens. Yeah, much love to you. What's up, coach? You think a Cole Palmer is cold? Cold in what sense? You can say ice cold on the ball, or you just thinking his picture. I'm not too sure. The most striking thing I've seen, because subconsciously he has that Kai Havertz type of build, so subconsciously people are thinking he's gonna be just like him. But I think he's a different type of player. But more importantly, nice to see you, brother Devon. Much love to you, bro. I love you so much, brother. I miss you. And Metaphysics says, what I like to hear Michi again. Congratulations to Michi. Well deserved. Let's see. And if you don't mind, if you're watching, if you don't mind, please take a second and let us know where you've joined us from. That will go a long way. I really want to hear that from you. And big up to my bro Wally Waldo. I appreciate you joining. Wally Waldo, I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for finding the time to join the show. And congrats on 1K, Michi. Yep, Michi deserves it. Worked for it. Streaming day in, day out. And actually was saying that his panelists trying to get him to get his wife to divorce him, given how long they stay on the show. Never easy, but take a break whenever you can. And you've gotten to 1K and no looking back. Believe me, the speed at which you get to 2 and 3, you're not going to believe that. But more importantly, big up to you. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. Once more, I'm going to ask you this question. If you're watching, if you don't mind, we'd really appreciate it. I appreciate you to take a second or two to let us know where you've joined us from. We're getting closer and closer to 17,000 subscribers right now. We're at 16,967. So not that far away. So let's see. You should be proud, coach. Two of your boys hitting 1K. Yeah, I'm very happy for you guys, but all down to your own doing, your hard work. Yep, I get it. Once the shout out gets you a few subscribers here and there, but the work you put in is what gets you to where you are. You have a good academy. Oh my goodness, I love that. Cole Palmer is a football nerd. The kid is good. I'm not concerned. I know some people have questions with regards to whether some are actually already calling him another and saying it will be Havertz at 2.0. I think both are intelligent players, but in the case of Havertz, something happened. I don't know. I'm not going to go into details with regards to what I believe happened to him. But that's, by the way, I will be on your show as soon as I can to show you respect to what you did for me. I did nothing. And I'm going to say it again. The shout outs get you a few subscribers here and there. It's not like when somebody say, go check out Mitchie Boyd's YouTube channel, everybody that's watching goes there. No, I've been there. Shout outs can help you get 1, 2, 3, 4 every now and then, or 1, 2, sometimes 0 actually. So I know how that works. But the relationship does go a long way. We share panelists and all that. All those things does go. But it's your hard work mainly. So yeah, but I understand what you mean. Big up to you too, JC. Much love to you, Mitchell Boy, and the chat. How I can't complain. As I always say, any day above ground, it's a good day. 19 likes already. Let's get the likes up. The likes do go a long way. Let's try and get it to 100 as soon as possible. This is not going to be a long one because we have a watch along schedule today. So we have to round off as soon as possible to have at least an hour plus break before the match proper starts. It's going to be a difficult one. You can say a war because they're very, very physical side. And you can say all teams in the Premier League, you can say they've realized that we tend to struggle against physical opponents. It's the support, coach, that counts. Yeah, exactly. That's a perfect way to put it, brother. You can say the relationship, the selflessness from you, me, Ty, and everybody, it does go a long way. We'll get to that in a bit. So if you don't mind, if you're watching, let us know what where you're watching from. That will go along with. So let's get into the match preview immediately. We don't have too much time. We've talked about that. We're gonna start from here. Look at some stuff, and then we'll look at FOTMob's predicted lineup. That's my preferred, my go-to app that I use. But sometimes they can get it wrong. They're never perfect in terms of you could say showing us the structure that they think the manager is using. The structure himself, as for me, I'm still studying it, and I haven't had the time to sit and say, okay, this is what I'm going to do. Let me find out whether it's a hybrid approach. If it is definitely a hybrid approach, what does it switch to, and what is this? It's easy to say, in defense, it's a back four, in attack, it's a back three. But yeah, there's more to it. Let's see. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes still go along. We appreciate you. 23 people watching. And I want to just take a moment to appeal to those of you who are watching. But for one reason or the other, you're not able to participate in the chat. Just know that we appreciate you. You watching alone does go a long way. You provide great value to the community by watching. But if you can, please take a second to come drop a like on the stream. Nobody will even know you did that. The likes do go a long way, so we appreciate you. Let's see what else we have here. It says, "Yep, okay, there you go." We get into it immediately. Usually, what I do to get you can say a good understanding, to have an understanding of what people. Which of the two teams people think will win. So I'm going to vote Chelsea, of course. So yeah, 69% thinks Chelsea will win. 18% thinks it will end in a draw, and 13% thinks it will be a Nottingham Forest win, and a total vote of 33,014 votes. That's huge. That's a good enough sample size, but we'll still come back to it in a bit. So let's see what JC is saying. Kachila, the arrow pointing to our goal is gone. Poch did this hybrid for this purpose. You can't argue that. And I didn't actually pay attention to that aspect of what we used to discuss, how the arrow points to our goal. So it makes sense now. So this is the arrowhead here, yeah, and this is the base. Yeah. The three allows whoever that's holding the arrow to have a grip on it, a strong grip on it. Yeah, 20C is here. I am roasting Patrick. Okay. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go along with. So let's look at all the aspects of the what we should be looking at here. So we've played how many times in total? 5 times, and we've won on 3 occasions and drew 2. The last time we played against them, it was a 2-2 draw. Wow, the Premier League 2-2 draw. And the other one, the Premier League 1-1 draw. So last season it was a draw on both occasions. Because that one, 2 Premier League games. Yep. But for the FA Cup, we beat them 2-0 in 2020. In 2019, we beat them 2-0 also in the FA Cup. But last season, it was draw. Yeah, both home and at their stadium, 1-1 draw and 2-2 draw. Yeah, so current form, we're in a better form, but usually that's no guarantee that we win at the game. Charity FC still exists, so it is. They've won 2 games. Yep, that's us actually here. We've won 2 games out of 5, lost 1, drew 2, and for them they've won just 1. They've lost 3 and drew 1. So you can say they're in a bad form. But if you watch their performances, especially the last one, they started well. I can't. How did they get a card? I can't quite remember. But I think it was against Man United. They came back and beat them. So let's see. They're not in. Yeah, we're in a better form, and hopefully we carry it there. So let's see what else. Is that Adegbani Meza says, I think Mudryk will start because without a threat in the left hand side, Sergio Aurier, the Ivorian international, Sergio Aurier will not be exposed. Chilwell and Mudryk, Chilwell and Mudryk, it's difficult to mark the right side and the defense and midfield are slow in transition. But do I think Mudryk will start this game? I'd say no, because he's just returned from injury, probably still recovering. Maybe he's ready. I don't know. Because we were told it wasn't anything serious. So maybe he's ready to play. I honestly do not know. Yes, people keep dropping the likes on the stream. People, the likes do go a long way. Sanchez, Colwell, the Sassy, Silva, Chile, Gusto, Caicedo, Enzo, Gallagher, Starling, and Jackson. I think that would be the 11. Let's see. 2-1 is okay. 2-1. Not it's a tougher opponent. They are very tough, honestly, very physical, and it looks like whenever we play a very physical side, we tend to struggle, and that it doesn't look like that has changed. We struggle to beat against West Ham United, although yeah, you could argue had we been clinical in front of goal, it would have been a different result. And Ghana Felix, my name is Felix from Ghana. Chelsea should be careful selling players. Buying players is how sure are we that the one coming in will perform better than the ones who were selling. That's a good argument. But here's what I want to ask you: is this? What do you do when certain players want to leave? What do you do when you sense the certain players and committed to the cause? Yeah, sometimes you have no option than to let them go, and you can say that's pretty much what we did this window. Some of the players that we were complaining last season weren't committed. They were playing as if yeah, they didn't want to be there. So the club have done a very good job by letting them go and recruiting new players. I know it would take time for them to gel and start playing as a unit, but I think we're better off like that than keeping players that didn't look as if they wanted to be here. So that's, by the way, keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. I appreciate you all finding the time to join the show. And here you go. Let's look at it. The insights. The insight says we're ranked ninth in goals scored per match, 1.7 per match. So our goals record again has improved. This again, we're scoring goals more this season than we did at this stage of the past season. And for them, they're ranked ninth in goals. Same thing. So we're measuring there. So which means chances are they will score and will score. That's how I see it. Chelsea haven't lost to Nottingham Forest in their last 5 meetings. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, but that's no guarantee we'd beat them today. But it is statistical. If you're looking at it from a statistical perspective, you say, okay, maybe the most that could happen would be a draw. But you never know. They could still beat us. Ranked 15 in goals conceded. They're conceding quite a lot. So, yeah, chances are they will concede today. And ranked 16th in shots on target per match. 3.3 per match. But let's see, do we have anything similar? Ranked third in big chances created. So we've been creating quite a lot. So we just have not been that clinical. Hopefully that changes. Created 9 big chances in total. Wow. I think we're creating more chances, and I know that will get even better. And Wally Waldo says here, I think Jackson will have a field day against their back line. To be honest, hopefully he bags a couple of goals. I hope so. He's gotten his first, and usually when that happens, the floodgate opens. I hope that's the case. So keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. I am predicting a draw. Awoni will score at least one. He turned again. I think he scored against us the last time also. He bullied our defense, and I hope not to see that today. Maybe their physical approach to the game will probably lead to the manager making some changes, surprise changes that we didn't expect. But we'll see what happens. Let's see what else we have here. Again, is Broya available? He's still recovering. And then you can say end stages of his recovery process. So let's look at injuries here. That will give us a clue here. Where is it? Okay, the lineup here. Let's look at injuries. Yeah, for us, let's see. Wesley Fofana, crucial ligament, will be out until 2024. Trevor Chalobah, the return date unknown. Rhys James, return date unknown. Mihailo Mudryk, doubtful. But so that was why I said even if Modric is again ready to play, I don't think he starts because he's just recovering from injuries. Marcus Bettinelli will be back mid-September. Christopher Nkunku early November, but I think probably gets to December or this November ending. Carney Chukwuemeka mid-October. Benwaba Deshile mid-September. Amanda Broya mid-September. So Broya isn't ready. So there you go. You have your answer there. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. And more importantly, I appreciate you all finding the time to join the show. Big up chat. Yeah, big up everyone in the chat. AB, nice to see you, brother. It's been a minute. I do hope you're doing well, but thank you more importantly for finding the time to join us at this particular morning. We have 46 people watching and just 29 likes. We should be doing better than that. Let's see. Enzo will score today. Nelson Buaya thinks Enzo scores. Let's see if that happens. Coach, I rested Bobby and Roger. They were in the red zone. You all were in the red zone. And so me, already I'm burned out. I'm just recovering, really. I don't want to talk about it, but yeah, I will. I think I'll find space to take a bit of a break. It does go along with. Plus, I wake up at 2 a.m. and sometimes don't sleep early because I do a research for the next day. But I think the international break will be helpful. But I'll still be releasing YouTube shots even when I do. I keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. I appreciate you all finding the time to join the show. So let's see anything else to look at here. Let's look at their predicted lineup. Let's do. Yep. So let's look at their predicted lineup here. Yep. Same thing. A back of three. That's, let's just call it the starting structure. But I think the application is different. Let's say Sanchez in goal. Yep. Thiago Silva comes back in to lead the back line. I think he'll be playing for a while. Flanked by Disasi to the right and Cowell to the left. And you could call them midfield 4 or 2-6-6. Moises Caicedo and Conor Gallagher. Let's see. Do I think that happens today? Possibly. But if they're too physical, I think Leslie Gachukwu may well get a shot, but we don't know. 2-6 is Caicedo and Gallagher. Ben Chilwell, left wing back, right wing back, Malo Gusto. 2-8, Enzo Fernandez and Raheem Sterling, and 9, Nicolas Jackson, of course. The most difficult, right? Let's see. If Chelsea lose, are you concerned about Poch? No, I'm not. It's too early, really. It's too early. Plus, the signs are we've seen lots more positives than negatives. Against Liverpool, we should have won that game. Had we been more clinical in front of goal and if more clinical, and that's not something you blame the manager for. We excuse me, we outplayed Liverpool against West Ham United. You can say, well, we're just unlucky. We created so many clear-cut chances, but didn't put them away. I get it. They were physical, and that unsettled us and so unsettled us a bit. So even if we lose today, no, I will not. It's too early, in my opinion. But let's see what happens. And the man, he's done a good job. And Red Devil Studio, looking forward to our first collabo. I appreciate you finding the time to join the show, brother. Good morning, coach. In Samic Telecom Nigeria says, I am just joining the show. Big up to you too, brother. I hope you're doing well. And if you don't mind, if you've just joined us, let us know, where are you following us from? And trauma, it's been like 1,000 years. I'm not a vampire, but I like using that term. You can say, telling you how it's been a while since I haven't seen you. Since I've seen you, so to speak. But Chama, how are you doing? I hope you're doing well. I appreciate you. Good morning to you too. Much love to you. I appreciate you finding the time to join it. And Mezzi says the last time we faced them at the bridge, Sterling scored 2 goals, but they scored 2 goals too. I hope he will shine again. Good for momentum and team confidence. I think Sterling, stopping him now will be difficult. But what we need to match their physicality. We need to, maybe that will lead to Leslie Gachukwu starting as one of the 2-6s. I don't know. But let's see what the manager does. So tomorrow, there will be interesting Mount 009 versus Sylvester 009 derbies. Possibly Starling to score on his Trimba. I hope it does. And happy weekend to you too, Chum. I appreciate you joining. And it says, Forest will be tricky. Always tricky. They don't like to keep it doesn't have to be fancy for them. They find a way to win. They make it very difficult for the opponents such as Man City, Chelsea, and Man United, because they can be very, very physical. Got pacey players too. Yep, pacey and powerful players on the break and can finish. Yep, they can put away chances. And yeah, let's collab for the Chelsea game. I think we should, brother. Much love to you. Yep, let's see. Honest Chimba, happy to you too. Group. We don't have too much time to talk about the Champions League group. Honestly, I would do a review of the Champions League group and review and prediction on the other channel, but this time we don't have too much time before the game starts. And Constantine Dante, much love to you, brother. Nice to see you. I appreciate you finding the time to join the show. The likes are very slow today, people. Just 37 likes. We should be doing better than that. So before the like count, let's get it to 100 as soon as possible. If we can, I'd really appreciate that. Big up to all from Nigeria. Yep. And if you're watching, go check out Nichi Boy's YouTube channel. He reached 1,000 subscribers. So once more, congratulations to Michi Boy. We can help him add some cushions to that. Yeah, because people do. But I'm sure he probably has enough cushions since he did a deadline day show. excellent timing and good planning for him. So let's see anything else to talk about here. Nothing there. Yeah, we've looked at. Do they have any injuries? Probably not as many as we do. We still have. They have. When Hennessy out. Scott. McKenna out. Who? Mangala. Orel Mangala out. And Biancon out and Felipe out. Danilo out. But they still have. You could say. Their best players are available for selection. Let's see what else do we have here. Chichilla says Constantine Dante. Much love to you. I appreciate you all joining. People, if you're paying attention to the groups, Patrick is sharing the group stages, but I'm not going to read it because yeah, we have a lot we have to get done with the lineup prediction exercise and take a break about an hour or 1 hour 30 minutes a break before the next show. I am a long time follower to this beautiful channel. I appreciate you saying that, brother. Following from Boko, Benue State. Yep. That's a neighboring state to where I was born. I am from Indigo State, and I have people from Benue State. AC. I'm not gonna say their last name. Good friends, anyway. I want to reflect on the transfer window, which closed yesterday. Two important things. Here's the thing. I'd like us to talk about that later because we don't have too much time. In about an hour or so, it won't be long, and the lineup will be out. So I might not be able to cover that aspect if you don't mind. I am so scared of Forest. Those guys are fighters, never give up. Yep, they can unsettle us, which means if we get our chances, we have to put it away. We don't want to, you could say, experience the sort of thing we experienced against West Ham United. We had too many chances to put the game away with Dean, and yeah, they grew in confidence, and it became even more difficult for us. Plus, yeah, they are a physical side. All what Chelsea needs is just to be clinical in front of goal. I trust my team. We will trash them, and that's a Majid Alao. I hope that happens. I appreciate you for saying that. Let's see. Big up from Ireland, Francis Winters. Always nice to see you. I am very happy we're able to keep Ian Matson and Conor Gallagher. Very important for us. And the good thing is that those two players you mentioned, they wanted to stay. But beyond that, we don't want to talk to stay too much on again on the transfers. We'll do a review show to review Chelsea's activities in the just concluded. You can say the just closed transfer window. But that's, by the way, if you're watching, what formation do you think the manager would deploy today, or structure? If structure is the language you prefer, we'll still go with again what we're having on the screen here. I think it would be something similar, but maybe I'm sensing there's a chance he makes some adjustments in the middle area, the 266, possibly to add more physicality. Maybe start Leslie Gochiku there because he has height and he can be physical, even more physical than the two guys we have there. But that's a small opinion. We'll find out in a bit. So if you're in the chat, keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. 42 likes. We should be at 50 likes right now. Let's see. So we get into it. We're going to go with this particular structure just for a start, but that's not guaranteed. That's how it will be. Let's see. Please do not forget to like the video. Also subscribe to the channel if you haven't. That will go longer. And we're getting closer and closer to 17,000 subscribers. We're now at 16,969 subscribers. So yeah, we're not far away, but it will slow down a bit because yeah, the transfer window is closed. So anything else before you said? Let's just go on. Let's move on. Okay, I have this opened in two places. There you go. We have to get into it. So Sanchez starts. Petrovic, you could say, probably isn't ready, and was he again? Let me see. Did we see his name here? The other day when we looked at it, his name was on the list. Not saying that he was injured, but saying personal reasons. So probably had to take care of some stuff before he starts training full time with us. And I think he's done that, so he's not on the list now. But do I think he starts today? I don't think so, really. But if he starts, I'd be surprised. So I think Sanchez will keep his place. And if you think otherwise, and you're in the chat, you let me know. But more importantly, keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes will go along with 44 likes. Let's get it to 100 likes as soon as possible. So Sanchez starts between the sticks. Yeah. That's you can say that's the easiest at this point until we'll see the manager, you can say, drop into the bench and start Petrovic. Petrovic is a good shot stopper, but I'm not too sure how good he is with his feet, I have to say. But that's by the way. So back three, so to speak. That's the starting structure, no matter how you see it at this point. Thiago Silva comes in. We need him to come back in and lead the back line. I think during cup games, or maybe if he's tired, if the manager senses he's tired, he will rest him. During cup games, we will have, I think we'll have changes where the manager will try out who was try out, like you said, the next player, the next in line, whom again that he believes is capable of leading the back line. But Thiago Silva, more importantly, comes back in to lead the back line. He's been excellent. I get it. Some people complaining about his pace. I would say he's never the quickest. Again, there was never a time in his life where you could say he's a quick player. His playing ability is defined by his intelligence as a footballer, his ability to read the game and all that. And overall, now again, he's added his experience to that. So I think he's fine. I think you have to find a way to conduce the fact that he's no longer 22, 23, that he's aging. Some aspect of his game, you can say, will be suffering at this point. But even at that, I'll still take him to lead the back line over some of the players we have within our ranks right now. I keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. I think Poch will change the formation. Not yet. He will wanted to add Ugo or Lavia in soon. I think those people, those two guys will soon will soon be seeing them again. Ugo especially. Lavia, I think you can say, has a place in the team. Ugo probably will be. It will be a gradual process, maybe. I'm not too sure, but let's see what the manager does. It will be a same formation, 3-4-2-1, but 4-4-2 will be very good formation against a Forest. A more traditional structure, maybe. That will go a long way if you try that out. One of the three CBs will drop out, in my opinion. Yeah, but it's not going to be. I think the first to drop out there will most likely be Thiago Silva. Maybe because just to rest him. I get it, but let's see what happens. But I think as long as he's fit enough to start and he's not injured, I think he starts until the manager finds a capable leader in his absence, which I don't think at this point anybody is too sure who's going to lead the back line in his absence. I think Sanchez will have to start because Petrovic needs a more time since he's just gotten his work permit this week, and for him to just come in will be. Maybe if Sanchez, you could say, has a stinky show, he gets started and makes a silly mistake, and then the manager will have no option than to drop him and give Petrovic a chance. Petrovic most likely will get game time. Will start playing in cup games. And so that the manager can take a closer look at him. But let's see what happens, really. And Deborah Markinju, I appreciate you joining. Change his name to Hannibal Africanus. Great morning, Blues. Great morning, House. Great morning to you too. I hope you're doing well. I appreciate you finding the time to join this morning. Let's see. Yeah, Silva centrally there, and on the left, Colwell. I think he's fine. I think concerns were that he got injured during the cup game. But I think he said he was fine. It was just a knock. I think he shook it off, and that's good to hear. Flanking Silva to the right. Yeah, we know that. This I see. I get that people are concerned that his looks shaky, and my argument has always been, yeah, had Chalobah been fit, I don't think he probably would have made his debut for Chelsea, and that's because he wasn't there. Did he join? I think he joined us after preseason. Even if he joined during preseason, he didn't play that much during the preseason. So yeah, but he had to start because for me, the reason being the Chalobah is out injured because he's still out. But that's why we keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes to go along with 3 more to get it to a 50. To 50, let's make it happen and then shoot for 100. Good afternoon, Coach. Hope you are having a good day. I am. And ooh, I like your name. I remember the last time you were here, I just couldn't stop saying your name. I like it. Ooh. But that's why I appreciate you joining. I hope you're good. I keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. We have how many likes in total? 47. Let's get it to 50 as soon as possible and shoot for 100 likes. So now let's get start with the 260s. Let's see, just give me one more second here. I will get to you in a bit. All right, when we get to this one, the 260s here, that's an interesting one. You can say if we're going by the logic that Nottingham Forest, that they are a very physical side, then would probably consider starting Leslie Gucci because he's tall, he can be physical, and you can bully him. Very strong, you can bully him off the ball. Then he starts, but it becomes even more difficult there. I'm not too sure he starts. Gallagher has been very effective. I don't know whether to consider the fact that he played 90 minutes. Did he play 90 minutes in the cup game? I think he did. He was the captain, so I think he played 90 minutes. But being the captain doesn't mean he played 90 minutes. So there's a chance the manager decides to rest him and maybe go with you can say a mix of Leslie Gochiku and yeah, the pairing of let's look at Chukwu and Moises Caicedo. Honestly, it's difficult to say. So I'm not too sure what's going to happen there. I'm just going to go with Enzo Fernandez. It doesn't matter. The position doesn't matter because it's interchangeable. So let me go with Enzo there. And on the right, I'm going to go. No, I think Gallagher plays there. So I'm going to go with Caicedo here. I think Enzo probably will be one of the 2-8s, in my opinion. So I'm going to go with Caicedo. I'm going to go with Gallagher here. The position doesn't matter for me. I think it's interchangeable if you ask me. It depends on movement. Right here, yeah, the most difficult, right? I'm just going to go Gusto. So if you differ with regards to any of the positions, you let me know. Yeah, so let's see. I think it's a bit easier now to select the lineup because you can say by now we should be able to tell what players the manager trusts the most, or what players you can say yeah, you can say that he started more. That makes it easier. News here. Let me just look at an update here from my bro, 80 Love for Blue. The update here says Reece James, Amanda Broya, Trevor Chalobah, and Benoit Chile are scheduled to return after the international break, whilst Romeo Lavia is still undergoing conditional work, so he lacks fitness. Most likely, that's another term for it, in my opinion. And I'm going to plug in here. In my opinion, the left wing back position, given given the fact that it's a hybrid approach, and when we're in attack, he you can say practically a winger. In my opinion, Chilwell has not been effective there. I'd rather Kukurea. I get it, but Kukurea doesn't carry goal threat like Ben Chilwell does. But Kukurea will create more chances for you, in my opinion. But let's see what we have here. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. Okay, okay. Thank you for that update. Nottingham Forest have a depleted midfield, coupled with the fact that Santos is in the is team tied. Here's the thing. Beyond that, let's talk about. Let's be honest here. I'm not gonna come out and say right now we've overcome a Charity FC phenomenon. I think it still exists until proven otherwise. I don't look at the fact that the team, we can say they lost 10 of their best players and are only playing with their academy players. That doesn't even give me confidence. If anything, it gets me even more concerned because of the phenomena. Yeah, Charity FC. That's how I see it. Yeah, if you're following Patrick Joyce is dropping some audits here. If you're again interested in the group pairings for the Champions League and Europa League, yeah, easy to select, but still don't like this formation too much. I don't. And here's the thing: the application is different. But if I'm being honest, I would say I can't quite get a hold of how again you can say that how it switches to something different. But yeah, it definitely the application is definitely different. Let's see. Matson has a left back battle on his hands. At present, he is the fourth. He is in fourth. He's at fourth position. Kowal, Chilwell, and Kuku or ahead. Do I think Pochettino wants to play him in that position? I'd say no. Even during preseason, he hasn't tested him in that position, in my opinion. So I think he wants to play him closer to the final third or further forward, for lack of a better term. So I don't think he'll be fine. You can say vying for places or fighting for the left back place. No, in my opinion, that's what I think. And Telvin Chamari, nice to see you. I appreciate you joining. Kuchila trying to tap in Cuckoo. No, I know you like it. And here's the thing: the solid argument you've made is this. From JC, the fact is, yeah, Trevor carries goal threat, but beyond that, there are other aspects of his game that I'm concerned with about, honestly. But that is just my opinion. Do I think he's a good player? I think he is, but I think we can do better than him and Cucurella, honestly. I would have loved Levi Colwell. What's his name? To stay, actually, if he's going to be playing players again playing the wing backs in an advanced position. But I get it. My thinking is that he plays them there in the wing back position because they are traditionally defenders and would do more in terms of you can say dropping deep, dropping a back, tracking back, and helping defensively. That's how I see it. Let's see. Chilwell will start. Yeah, I think he starts. That's what I think too. Matson also has a battle on his hand off field. Yeah, it's not easy anywhere for him. It's not any, but I think he gets a chance. Without plethora of offensive talent, I hope he's up to it. He stayed probably because he's up to it. Probably because the manager told him, look, I'm not going to guarantee you a starting place, but if you feel like you can fight for your place, fight and earn a starting place, then yeah, you should stay. Because him not going, because I'm quite sure he likes Vincent Company and the club he helped gain promotion, but probably thought about it and say, you know what, let me stay and play for Chelsea, which means to me that's a sign that he's going to sign a new contract as soon as possible. Confirm time, please. Time. My time. That's it will be 7 a.m. 7 a.m. my time. So UK time. Let me see. Somebody in the chat should please let him know what time the game will be played. UK time. 7 a.m. PST Pacific Standard Time. So let me see. Just quickly here. Let me find out for you. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. I am at your service. Devin. BA is that bat maybe. Let me say 7 a.m. Give me 1 second to UK time. Or has somebody answered that already?
It's 3 p.m., coach.
Okay, 3 p.m. UK time. Yeah. So Bobby just helped. Yeah. Thank you so much, Bobby. And yeah, I think Matson is versatile and he can be fought in position. Since only Chilwell and Cuckoo are in front, Cowell is a natural CB, and Martin can also play as a winger. Other than the fullback position. Let's see what else we have here. Amos says, I think given the opposition, I'd love to see Poch be brave and go more attacking with Palmer ahead of Gallagher in the 10. I don't think Palmer gets a play to them. Maybe you can say maybe he makes his debut, but playing today, I don't think so. Casilla, you should take some time and watch highlights of Getafe's games in Europa League run. Okay. The horrendous anti-football they played in that run during COVID, Cuckoo was essential to it. I haven't actually. I think I'll give it a shot. 3 p.m. Yep. I'm all keep dropping likes on the stream. Okay. You use this military time, 24 hours time. And I don't like doing the mathematics there. Cuckoo would be excellent for a team like Atletico or the Chelsea of old. But we have moved on to more attacking football style. I love Cucurella as an aggressive left back. Yeah, like I said, both are good players, but they all have deficiencies that I don't like, in my opinion. Let's see. Chilwell will get injured soon. This position. Okay, Martin will get a chance. You could argue that, but I don't. Do I want Chilwell to get injured? No. But that's, by the way, somebody said Chilwell here. Let's see. I think we may well see some surprises because Poch can be bold. in terms of his selection. Honestly, he can be very, very bold. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. And if you're interested, Patrick Joyce is dropping some updates there. Follow him. I'm gonna come to Bobby. Bobby, we decided to go with the lineup immediately. Then after that, we can talk a bit of transfers because we'll still do the transfer window review show. We don't have too much time. We don't want to be busy talking about some other topic, discussing other topics, and then boom, the lineup will be out. So Bobby, look at my selection here. I know probably you would suggest something for the 260s. I'm expecting that from you. Maybe Pochettino would decide to give Ugochukwu a chance in the middle of the park there, but we'll see. So, Bobby, your thoughts on the selection I've made so far. But more importantly, I appreciate you joining, and I hope you're getting better and better by the day. If you're there.
Yeah, I'm improving, thanks, Dave. Morning, guys.
We can barely hear you.
Well, hang on, let me. Really?
Okay, there you go.
Okay.
Sounds better.
Now.
Yeah. Looks like you were too relaxed.
No, I have my earpiece. I try to do it so I don't disturb people around me, but it's fine. I'll talk and I'll put it on. Anyway, yeah, the team, yeah, Sanchez in goal. I see that. Petrovic on the bench for him. The back three. Ooh, this is where it gets interesting. Trevor Chalobah is still in.
Yeah, he's still out.
Until Trevor gets back. Well, I know he's going to go Thiago in the middle, Colwell left, Disasi. So I'll pick that. Oh gosh, the left wing back.
Well, most likely starts. That's how I see it. He didn't play. He didn't start the last game, right?
Yeah, he'll go Chilwell. That's what he does. I would have rather tried Martin, but then Martin can play further forward if he doesn't start Mudryk. So Chilwell, let's say that's what he'll do. Remember, there are 5 subs. Now, this is the interesting one. The 6s. He likes Enzo.
Yeah, that's why I want your expertise there, because yeah, go ahead. I'll leave you to it.
Enzo, now, you know, Forest are very physical. I always like to cater for physicality, but, you know, I know he will probably do Enzo and Caicedo. That's logical, but that leaves us lacking in height as usual. But I guess, you know, it's logically what he's going to do. I would have tried Caicedo and it's a difficult one. Okay, Ugo will have to be on the bench. So Caicedo and.
So you don't think Ugo starts
in the pivot?
Yeah.
No, because I mean, there's no room on the pitch, is there? I mean, I don't think he starts because he would like to get more match fitness into Caicedo and probably bring Ugo off the bench, depending on how much we're struggling with the height factor. That's just my thinking. So Caicedo and Enzo, they'll be rubbing their hands because of the lack of height. On the right has to be what's his name? Oh gosh, what's our right back's name? Not James.
Right back, Gusto.
Gusto, yeah, it has to be Gusto. Front three, Sterling has to start again on the right because he's on form. On the left, I will go Martin, and then he plays well with Jackson up top. This is the start, and of course we have 5 substitutions. I fully expect.
So you're missing Enzo.
No, Enzo is in the pivot.
Do you think it? I think it's not gonna be in the pivot. That's what I think. Just like the last game, he wasn't in the pivot. That's why I'm thinking the application makes it even difficult to understand how you can say makes it even more difficult to understand again the structure really.
I mean, he could play on the left. But that means Chilwell's going to have a lot of work to do. That means Colwell's going to have to double up. But with Caicedo on the field as well, And if Ugo's on, it's possible because Ugo will definitely sit. Caicedo will break up play all along the middle. And so it's possible. It's possible. Martin coming off the bench. It's possible. He has options, which is a nice thing. The only thing we need to do is rehearse the options. Another person that I think fully expect to be on the bench will be Cole Palmer. I expect to see him at some stage in the game.
Yeah, given the manager's comments, maybe he gets a chance. He makes his debut, but he's not going to start. I'm not too sure really because let's see what happens. Here's the thing. What people has to be again, you if you haven't, you just have to start paying attention to the application, not really the structure. But we've been made to believe that this is a starting structure. He himself argues that no, never a back three, but a back four. But I think, yeah, in defense, maybe if we're defending, it turns to a back four. If we're attacking, it turns to a back three. The application, it's actually, if you try to show it to people, you end up confusing them even more. That's just my opinion. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way, and I appreciate you all finding the time to join the show. Let's see what else we have here. Now coach has a friend. Watch for lots of tappings. What did I do to you? Yeah, they're educating somebody that Nightbot is an artificial intelligence. It's not a human being. It's a machine. Gallagher has to be benched for Enzo and Martin plant. Here's the thing. Let me just answer this question. Without due respect, I don't think Gallagher is the best player at Chelsea. I don't think he's the worst. But right now, Gallagher is undroppable. It's as simple as I'm gonna leave it again for you. If that changes in the future, we'll see. But right now, I think he's undroppable. And if we're playing against a side that likes to play dirty, it doesn't have to be pretty for them. They just find a way to win. You need somebody like Gallagher. He will unsettle them too with this approach to the game, in my opinion, how he applies himself on the pitch. In this system, yeah, I think Gallagher will probably be here, and then here you have Sterling and Enzo. But it's just us. The application is what I'm paying attention to. I'm just going to try to see if we can pick the correct players. Right now, we don't have too much to work with to say you get the structure correct and then you get the player selection correct. It's a very tight. We don't know too much about Potter's preference given the players he has at his disposal. Good to see my buddy Bobby beating the offside trap after being rested. Yeah, you ran them to the ground. Gallagher benched for Matson, not happening until Lavia and Kunku and Connie are available. Connor is here to stay. Yep. And at the moment, like it or not, he's undroppable. Honestly, I'm not his biggest fan, but I just have to be objective and truthful, if that makes sense. And he deserves to keep his place. I get it. I get it. To me, I'd rather him play further forward or play on the flanks because if Gallagher plays closer to the final third, he will get your goals. But right now, chances are this isn't actually where again he operates on the pitch because there's no clarity. The application, there's no clarity yet. It will take a while. I can just go up to top. Yeah, sometimes you see Enzo deep, but the way Enzo operated the last game, it doesn't look like he started that deep. Maybe deep, but not that deep. So you have to take your time to understand the manager, his approach. At this point, I'd say probably unorthodox, not something a lot of people expect. And that's why you see a starting structure. I call it a starting structure because we're made to believe that it's 3-4-2-1, and he tells you it's 4-4. It's not actually, it's 4 at the back. So it's not that simple to decipher. I could just come up with something, but I could be wrong. Until it will take a while to see the pattern and understand, okay, this is really what has been going on. But let's see. But the simplest of it is that, yeah, in defense, it turns to a back 5. But in attack, it turns to a back 3. So keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. Coach, you are doing a great job, and that is Miracle Wogo. I appreciate you, brother. Much love to you. Keeping up, my brother. I am from Nigeria, Imo State. I appreciate you, brother, for joining Much love to you. Let's see what else we have here. Gallagher was a very good. At the further the match went on, I think more importantly, you can say he has to be one of our most improved players amongst all the, you could say the old guards now, because no matter how young they are, you still have old guards. That those that have been there longer than the others. I think he's the most improved, and he's leading by example, really. Even though he is, you can say he's still very young, but he leads by example, given his commitment. More importantly, over everything else, his commitment on the pitch is something you don't see all the time. Big up to you, Mohammed. Is that Mohammed or Mohammed? 1993. Nice to see you. I think we will go with a 4-2-3-1. Sanchez, Gusto, Disasi, Cole. Cole will not start this game, in my opinion, in my humble opinion. That's how I see it. Chile, Caicedo, Enzo, Stalin, and Gallagher, and Madrike. Appreciate Jackson. Yeah, you missed one. I keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go along. Well, I appreciate you all finding the time to join the show. I think Enzo most definitely starts this game, and I think it doesn't matter whether on the right or on the left, but usually this is not my preference, really. But I think Enzo, the way I see it, he tends again to drift a bit to the left, giving him the opportunity to take those coilers he likes to take with his right foot, in my opinion. But let's see. So I'm going to go with Enzo here. Definitely he starts. Whether he ends up starting in that particular position, I do not know. The most important thing maybe right now, just to, you can say, to get the selection correct. With time, we get to understand the application and what really is going on in terms of how we apply ourselves on the pitch. Maybe the confusion is down to a bit of confusion is down to the players not well acquainted with the managers. You could say instructions on how to apply the system. Let's see. Yep, on the right hand side, Starling right now is undroppable. Plus, he's rested. I think he starts this game. Whether that be in that position, I don't know. The number 9 here, yeah, the most difficult, right? I'd say, yeah, Jackson. Let me take care of the most difficult one. Then I'll go back to Bobby. We'll look at it overall, but whether he trusts Ugochukwu very well, I haven't really. I know the game. I know the game is now available on Fifth Stand. If you didn't watch that cup game, the full game is available on the Fifth Stand or on the website. If I tried to watch it last night, but I slept off. So I would have to watch it again. Maybe there's something to. Let me see how well Ugochukwu played, and Matson too. Yeah, but he's rated again. He has a good rating on FOTMOB, which means he did very well in that game. Big up panel and Michi. Big up to you, Jacob Huggins. Nice to see you. And once more, congratulations to Michi for reaching 1,000 subscribers. Well deserved. He's an intelligent man. He did a deadline day watch along, which helped him, pushed him over the line immediately to 1,000 plus. Wow. Again, I applaud him. I couldn't because I'm burned out, still recovering. I think we will go for 4-2-3-1. Yeah, I think I've read that. Do I think that will happen? Let's see. I don't know. We've said it 10 million times that it's going to happen, and it did. The beautiful game. But even though I hate you, I like to welcome you well. Big up, bro. I guarantee Gallagher was hiding in the broom cupboard on deadline day. The brother got life. Don't worry. We will find him in January. You're joking, I know, but he's been one of the most improved players if you're talking about the old guards. And yeah, long may that continue. I think there's a good player in him, and if any manager can help Gallagher become an even better player, that manager is Mauricio Pochettino, in my opinion. But big up to you, more importantly, my bro. Appreciate you joining. Our team has been structured around Enzo. Yep, I think he makes sense. Because yeah, he's the orchestrator there, wherever he's playing, and that's why you see him. Even if he starts, wherever you think he starts, you see whenever we have the ball in our area, he still comes there to take the ball and then make sure. Yeah, it can, and you does something nice with it and distribute it, or you can say strategically. So yeah, so that's an excellent one there. I appreciate you saying that's actually, you can say delicious comment there because it does make sense. Yeah, let's see. Keep dropping the likes on the stream. Our team is built. I think I've read that one around Enzo by Poch, the Argentine. Yeah, that's the truth. Let's see. When Enzo came on the play, got very sexy. Wow. I was gonna ask you a question, but I'm not gonna do that. I don't have a dirty mind, but something dirty came to mind. If we lose, Poch should be sacked. Okay. 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 Let's see. Debate able, coach. Yeah, I think I agree with you. Intelligence, you and debate able. And the Jackson CFC, Brianni Yahayu, aka 343 Dilemma of Vivella FC, Contender FC, and now Jackson FC. I appreciate you joining, bro. I hope you're doing well. Much love to you and happy weekend to you. Yeah, that's some negativity there. Enzo has been given liberty to roam around. Yep. So yeah, I think that's another follow-up delicious comment. So the secret is wherever he starts, he has the liberty, the independence, if that's the language you prefer, the freedom to, you can say, to be more adventurous and also go wherever he wants. Yeah, I agree with you. But usually in football, the language being used is freedom. Jackson, let's see what else we have here. No worries, okay, having a conversation there. Let's see what else we have here. And Christian Norton, nice to see you, brother. I appreciate you finding the time to join the show. Christian says, off topic, Chelsea has really disappointed you in the transfer market, spending 1 billion and haven't bought anyone with substance except Nkunku, only potential talent. With all due respect, that is just your opinion. And if you're gonna say we spend 1 billion, take your time, get a calculator, do some calculations there, deduct how much we made from player sales, and then come up with a number. And then but more importantly, Chris, I hope you're doing well. I haven't seen you in a while. Do let us know. And Adebayo Makunji says Gallagher has adopted that Aspliqueta aura and mentality. I think he's always had it in him. Or maybe you could say he has developed into it, maybe, but I get your point. I think the commitment has always been there. And Gallagher, more importantly, is a survivor. Do you guys know he had to undergo heart surgery, I think, to correct a valve or something? I can't quite remember. That probably some people thought it was over for him, and he came back in stronger. Yeah, so probably you could say Chelsea stood by him even after that surgery and all that, and maybe that's a connection that maybe it's beyond that. Maybe the fact has been again at Chelsea since he was 7, but plus during that surgery, Chelsea stood by him and everything. He came back even. You could say give him even more opportunity. I don't know how else to talk about him, but I get where you're coming from. I think he loves the club deep down. Because chances are, even when we had the initial offer, was it from West Ham or what club? 40 million pounds. Had he said he wants to leave, the club would have sold him by now. But the most important thing is that he wants to stay. The manager likes him, and I think the club likes him. They like the commitment. Why Mudryk? Why no Mudryk? Was that what you mean? He just recovered from a knock, so probably won't be ready. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes will go a long way. Katz and Gallagher have 9 lives. Yeah, you could argue that he has. Again, his story is it's a touching story, really. Because a lot of people thought that's over for him. Hello to you too, Lucas Levi. I hope you're doing well. I appreciate you finding the time to join. Cannot thank you enough. Let's see what else we have here. Awesome. Jackson just got to what? I'm not sure. 3 hour stream last night after midnight. I'm not sure I understand. There's a mix up there. I am happy for Washington. His ability to run with the ball and dribble excites me. Hope he learns a lot with the team. I think he will, and I'm happy we're keeping at least one of those kids that we like. Rashi, a big up to you. Manchester United in the mud, and we'll see. How many players have you signed in total? You signed more players than any of the, except for maybe Nottingham Forest, but you've signed quite a lot, and you spend in total right now. It should be nearing 4, at least let me say 3 billion pounds really. People need to understand this. It's Chelsea FC. We got high standards. Poch have no excuses. He cannot keep losing. And how many games has he lost already? I want to know. Maybe I can't count, maybe. And people, we are at 63 likes. Let's get the likes up. We need to round up as soon as possible. Take a bit of a break because we're going to do the watch along today. You know, that's the pre-game show, halftime show, post-game show inclusive. So it's a marathon. Just to save time, we currently have a net spend of 150 million pounds. Far too early to be Poch out. Besides, I would have to rebrand my Potter out, boss. You need some rebranding. You need some work. I think far too early. I think Poch, if anything, so much positives. And again, we've actually you can say, for me, in my opinion, we're actually way ahead of our again, we're ahead in the project. I think it just seemed as if he's been training with them for a year now, but it's just been a month and some days at most. Correct me if I'm wrong. But that's, by the way, keep dropping the likes and on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. Much love to you, Rashi. I like your banter. As long as you keep it civil, I'm okay with that. Awesome, Jackson. Let's see. He would do that. It doesn't matter. The application is what you pay attention to. That's what you pay attention to. And here's the thing. Let me explain something to you. It even makes sense. To start fullbacks in the wing back position, again with an attacking intent, and that's because instinctively these guys tend to be more defensive. That's him being cautious because he has, you could say, an entirely new team, which will be disjointed. So he needs to be as cautious as possible. But right now, he's found a way to be offensive and at the same time defensive, again, which means, again, you can say, and at the same time be cautious, because this is an entirely new team and it's not easy if you're paying attention. So yeah, the application is what you have to pay attention to. Poch has far too many lawyers at the moment, you could argue. Yeah, high profile ones as well. So Bobby, look at the 2 8s and the number 9. I'm gonna hear your thoughts. What do you think? If you're there.
What are the 2 8s? Who are the 2 8s?
Enzo and Stalin, and then number 9, the most difficult one. I just did you a favor. I had to take care of taking my time to think about it and select number 9, which is Jackson.
Yeah, I mean, that seems okay, but that definitely means Hugo has to come on because we need a sitter. So people like Chilwell can support on the left-hand side. It's slightly offensive, but it's good. It's good. We've got many options, as I said.
Yeah, and at this point, I think that's the most likely thing to happen, given what we're seeing. Yep. So, people, if you're in the chat, I want to hear you. Your suggestions. What do you think Poch would do? Do you think he'd do anything differently? And don't worry about the transfer window. I think we'll do. We will do. You can say a transfer window review show. I think you have to swap Enzo and Gallagher. You think he starts deep? That may well be the case. But let's see. Again, here's the thing. This structure is meaningless to me because the application is different. You can say at this point, maybe because I can't quite understand it. Maybe at this point, unorthodox, maybe. But let's see. Well, again, I'll pay good attention to how they operate, but it's difficult to do that once we're doing actually a watch along show. But let's see, Coach. Seriously, if we get our XG up to 2.5 per game, all these concerns would suddenly disappear, and I think we'll get there. Honestly, I do think we'll get there. But the signs are good. We looked at this here. Look at this. At this point, last season we weren't this close. It says we're ranked 3rd in big chances created and 9 big chances in total. So that's not easy. We're ranked 3rd. Last season we weren't that close. So the signs are good, and we can only get better, in my opinion. But yeah, let's see what happens. And Gallagher will be more of a 10, you think? Possibly. But let's see what happens today once the game starts. let's see. Kuchila's application does not allow to graphically represent our formation. It doesn't. Yeah, the same problem our teams managers are complaining about. I don't think. Yeah, it doesn't. You can say the application is. You can say somewhat unorthodox. It would take time before we understand. I think Poch has changed. But I get it. The inverted plays and all that is still there. But I think something structure-wise has changed, and he learns. And like you said, he's learned quite a lot, and he's changed. Let's see. But Keyshawn, more importantly, nice to see you. How much you want it to be to bet? We're losing this game if we do that affirmation three at the back. Not in. It's not really the application. Is what you pay attention to. Bring back the preseason formation 4-2-3-1. Here's the thing. I'm not going to bet with you. I get it. You just present your argument. We're having a conversation here. It doesn't have to go to the extent of betting. But if I was the type, honestly, I would. You know how I am. When usually I'm confident something is going to happen. I don't think he changes the structure today. In my opinion, if he does, fine. But do I think would eventually go back to a 4-2-3-1 structure? Yeah, even 4-3-3. If he wants to accommodate Enzo, Lavia, and Caicedo, a 4-3-3 structure will be the best or the easiest. But he can also accommodate them in a similar structure such as this. It depends. But we'll see what happens, really. It's not up to me. Everton FC up and running. Signing can change a club performance. Okay. Why is Romeo taking so long? What did we see? We saw some reports saying, okay, let me see that here. This report here from AD, our brother. Let's look at it. It says, Reece James, Amanda Broya, Trevor Chalobah, and Benoit Botticelli are scheduled to return after the international break, whereas Romeo Lavia is still undergoing conditioning work. So, which means you can say, how do I say? What term do I use now? For lack of a better term, he's not fully fit, and that it would be a risk to start him. He's not in proper condition to start games, or probably end up getting injury if we risk that. If that does that make sense? Big up to you too. Let's see what else we have here. We do a 4-2-3-1. Actually, it's just different. Yeah, you could argue that a hybrid approach maybe. There's just more defenders. That's the issue. But the application is still offensive. Again, but I think he's intentionally starting wing backs here instead of wingers. Just because he needs, you can say that defensive mindset comes into play because this is an entirely new team. You have to be cautious, otherwise you risk a lot offensively. Let's see, a draw. We are playing 4-4-2 in defense. Okay, that's another one. Again, sometimes a 5-4-1 in defense. In attack, we rotate between a 2-4-4. Yep, a lot of people forward a 3-2-4-1. Yep, it's mixed. It's something you don't have a good enough sample to say certainly it's gonna be this. Let's see. Where did I see Rain? Rain, always nice to see you, Rain. I hope you're doing well. Didn't you see recently on the streams? It's more enjoyable trolling opponent streams when you are there too. Okay. Let's see what else we'll have here. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. So I think with that, let's have another conversation. What do you expect will happen in the game? What sort of game do you think it'd be? I want to hear from you. And Bobby, if you're there, what sort of game do you think it'd be? Obviously, I think we've talked about a bit about that, and I think you've alluded to that too. It's going to be a physical game. But go ahead.
Yeah, they're going to be like
There,
West
Bobby.
Ham. Yeah, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, crystal clear.
Yeah, I said it's going to be like West Ham. They play very similarly. They have that physical threat in Amanini. In that striker, I think is a very underrated striker, extremely dangerous striker, very good in the air, strong, physical, powerful shots.
He can bully any defender.
Yeah, he's the Antonio replica. I even think he's better than Antonio, to be honest. But I don't know how fast he is, though. But he's very effective. Brendan Johnson has gone now, so I don't know what their wing threat will be like. I think it might be early for them to start with Callum. I don't know how much of a fitness he has, he might come off the bench. But they're a dangerous side. The fact that they've lost that offensive threat will mean they will play more on the break, just like West Ham. It's a battle. It's going to be a battle. But I think we're a better team. I think we're better than we were last season,
And
and we have to
be
show it.
specific, we're the better team on paper.
I think we're the better team, full stop.
Mm.
Individually, we're better. It's all down to how we apply ourselves. Really, I really believe that. I hope Hugo can handle it. I hope he's able to play today. He'll be very important for us because his physicality. I watched him carefully against Wimbledon. He did well. Will he be able to cope with the Premier League type of physicality? Well, that's left to be seen. But after a while, you've got to just do it to know it. So yeah, I think with Caicedo there as well, I think we may end up being just a little bit too much for them. That's how I feel.
I hope so, but more importantly, we have to take our chances. So if you're on the chat, what sort of game do you expect? I want to hear from you so we can round up soon, take a break. Because yeah, it won't be long. The lineup will be out also. Conor Gallagher to Galatasaray. Yeah, yeah. This maybe your Galatasaray fine. That's what I see. And we can pay 20 million. Woo! Okay, you just want to see what we'll say to you. Keep dropping the likes on the stream. And Chilwell needed to step up. I think that for me, I wouldn't mind starting Kukurea there rather than him or Ian Matson actually, but that's just my opinion. Is Bobby visiting Ty today? Sounds like Ty's studio. Okay, I want to ask you again one more question. What do you think the outcome of the game would be, and why? Do you think it'd be a draw? Do you think we'd win? Do you think we'd lose? Whatever you think, let us know in the chat. It'd be interesting to know. We need to score 2 to 3 goals. As they will score at least one. So yeah, you could say statistics suggest that yeah they will score and we will score, but we need to score them. Here's the thing: the good thing is that they're conceding quite a lot. Let's look at it again. It says here, ranked 15 in goals conceded per match. They're conceding at least 2 goals per match. If you consider that, so which means chances are we'll have scored them. But at the same time, if you look at the fact, our last meetings, both our Premier League meetings has ended in in draws. So there's no talent. Statistics alone won't help. But the fact that the point you mentioned that we need to score more goals to score them because yeah, chances are they will score. And our defense these days, our defense still look a bit shaky in my opinion. So yeah, let's hear you. What are your thoughts? Galatasaray, UEFA Champions League competition, though might be good for Gallagher. Yeah, but I don't think we're selling Gallagher. And Olawale Ogundira, nice to see you, brother. Coach, you're spot on. We don't take our chances. Our finishing is still bad, but it has improved, and I hope it gets better. The good thing is that we're creating good enough chances, the good clear-cut chances, but I think that can improve. It says, so are you expecting Jackson to score? I think I'm expecting him to score. Why? Because he scored his first goal, and that's important. Once that first goal comes, the gate will open. That's important. And the moment he scored, you can see Pochettino took him off, probably to rest him. I think he will score today. I think so. Yeah, I think he will. I think he will be more confident now that he's gotten his first goal, and that goal he scored wasn't easy actually. Yeah. Let's see if we had a 10 behind Jackson. Would be so much. If we had a 10 behind Jackson, he would be so much better and score more. I agree with you. That's why probably you can say the temporary solution would be Enzo playing closer or something similar to that position, or maybe we'll have the independence to always get closer to the final third. But let's see what happens. But left for me, I say I will always want Enzo to start from a deeper position because yeah, he's the orchestra in our team and needs to see everywhere. If Enzo continues to play up, he will score in double figures this season. I think you know him too well. I don't think you're making this comment for the sake of it. You're making this comment because you know him. He has an eye for goals, and also he's a fine finisher on his day. But he joined Chelsea at a time where it seemed as if we were cursed in terms of putting away chances, and it affected everybody. He's also good at set piece. I know a lot of people don't know that, but he's gotten his first goal. Let's see what follows. For me, I am confident. Yeah, I agree with you on this one. I sincerely do agree with you. What number did Palmer get? I think 20. Did I again? Is that correct? I think he got number 20. Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong. 77 likes. It doesn't look like we'll get to 100 today. We'll be rounding up soon. And it says that Enzo has not shown so far to be very clinical at Chelsea. I think that changes. What was it? What game was it that he hit the goalpost twice? I think it was against Luton Town. Yeah, and the free kick in the free kick he took on the day was close to. I think it counts. I think that one clicked. I think it clipped against the goalpost, the crossbar. I think that was one of those. That counts. Yes, then I think he will come good. I'm not concerned. He scored his first goal. Let's see where he goes from there. And at Chelsea, to be specific, Constantine Dante. And I've tried to explain. He joined us at a time where maybe we needed prayers from an imam or maybe a pastor to overcome maybe the juju that was stopping us from scoring goals. I think he's going to be tight. Again, I'm going to say what I've said before. I don't know this team that well to say, okay, this is how I think the game is going to end. But I'm seeing progress, and I like that. Hitting the bar is not clinic. I'm just saying it's a good sign. It's getting. My point is that he's getting closer and closer to get. You say, and he's gotten the goal now. So, but let's see what follows. Like I said, just go away, Constantine. I keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. I appreciate you all. Yeah. Before becoming a pivot at Benfica, Enzo played high up at River Plate. At River Plate, they played. It's just the independence. I think they played with 4-3-3, with Enzo playing predominantly on the right hand side. Yeah, go. I think you should go check that out too. But you could say the difference being with the independence, you can say to Rome, like you said, the freedom to be everywhere he wants on the pitch, because he was. I don't know. Would I say that again? I don't know if it'd be correct to say the same role he's playing for us right now, just because being the orchestrator, again being everywhere to help command the game. Okay, just two updates here. Chelsea striker Malik, is that Modesile? Malik Modesile has joined League One side Petersburg for an undisclosed fee. The Blues will be entitled to a compensation fee. Okay, looks like he's leaving as a free agent. And the second one said Chelsea are unbeaten in the past 9 meters with Nottingham Forest in all competition dating back to 1997. But he has been dating back to 1997. But here's the problem here: the last 2 games have all ended in a draw. So I wouldn't want. I wouldn't want it to end in a draw. I would want us to win. Do I think that will happen? I honestly do not know. What about on the 10th, JC? Let's see anything else. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. Let me do a poll to see what people thinks the outcome would be. And I don't want to jinx anything. I hope we win this game. Let me do a poll here. Let's see. I'm going to end this one here. We need 17 more likes to get it to 100. It doesn't look like it's going to happen. I want us to end as soon as possible so we can go take a break and come back for the watch along. And again, all together, the pre-game, watch along, halftime show, and then a post-game show. Start Q&A. Just 1 second here. Add a poll. Start the poll. Just give me 1 second here. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. 15 more likes to get it to 100. Let's make it happen. One second, Chelsea win. Okay. I'll be right with you. Keep dropping the likes on the stream. 84 likes. We don't need too much. Let's a few more to get it to 100. Let's make it happen. So I'm gonna wait for the poll to see what people think will happen. Let's see what we have here. Keep dropping the likes on the stream. It says okay, see you guys later. All right, Constantine Dante, see you guys later. In 2020-21 season at River Plate, he started 19 games, scored 8 goals, and provided 6 assists. Yeah, he's a fine player there. Where's Madueke? Do I think he'd start? Honestly, Liberty Manguiro. I don't think he starts in my opinion, but we'll see. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. 15 more likes to get it to 100. Can we make it happen? I think we can. We have just a few minutes as we round up the show. 80 people watching. I think we should have at least 100 likes. Okay. The play predictor closes soon, but nothing about the lineup. The lineup I know will be out since the game starts at 7. The lineup comes up 1 hour before the game. So at 6 in an hour, so again, less than an hour, the lineup will be out. So let's see any other news there so we can waste a bit of time before we round off. It doesn't look like we get to 100 today. Okay, we'll do the transfer review show, and Nicolas Jackson is scoring today. I think he will. That's what Chelsea Dodgers thinks. So, Bobby, anything else you want to talk so we can just call it a day? I don't think we have anything much to talk. We will do the transfer review show, but not today. So if you have anything to add before we round off, you go ahead. Okay, I think with that, we've come to the natural end of the show. I want to say thank you to Bobby, who was on the panel with me. Thank you to Liberty. I appreciate you. Thank you to JC. Much love to you. The Beautiful Game, who was here also. I appreciate you all. Let me see. JC, much love to you. Constantine Dante. And anything else, Bobby? Anything else you want to say so we can round up?
I was trying to unmute and I pressed the wrong button, but no, I'll catch you on the yeah.
All right. Thank you so much, brother. Thank you, Constantine Dante. Thank you, Sosa D. I appreciate you, Rain. Much love to you. And Meet Your Boy, congratulations once again for reaching 1,000 subscribers and even more. Lawson Adeto, I appreciate you. Rain was here too. And to all of you, let me see anybody else. And if I missed your name, apologies. I'm only human. See you guys later. God bless us all. And bye.